keep referring to that once in a while. Don't memorize that list. Out of that list, and each set, each category, learn only one verb. Like, for example, the first one is IE. No, EI, IE, IE, if I'm correct. Schreiben, schrieb, geschrieben. Bleiben, blieb, geblieben. I, EE. EI, and then the other two forms were with IE, IE. So learn one, and that would be your reference verb. So any new verb you come across in that pattern, just remember this reference verb and you can solve everything. It'll be easier. So one verb per set you have to know. That's it. So Prembada is auch hier, das ist gut. Also übrigens, gestern hat Monika auch auf unsere Wünsche reagiert, aber sie hat nicht gesagt, wann sie wieder dabei sein wird. She has not told us when she will be present again. So hoffentlich geht es ihr heute besser als gestern. Jeet ist auch hier. Morgen, Jeet. Morgen. So, how are things? Seid ihr dann eifrig zum Lernen? Are you all eager to learn something?
Yes, sir.
I am eager to share whatever I know with you. Ich bin ja jetzt sehr, sehr eifrig. Mit euch allen viel zu teilen. Loads and loads of things I'd love to share with you all. So, wenn wir jetzt bereit sind, dann geht's los mit dieser Übung. Eine Art Denkübung. A kind of a thinking exercise where you have to fill in the blanks. Aber bevor wir damit beginnen, seid ihr mit allen diesen Wörtern vertraut? Are you familiar with all of them? Are these all known to you? With the article.
Sir, T garage.
What's this garage?
Basement parking.
Okay.
Yeah, the garage. Tief garage is literally a deep garage. The word tief is an adjective. Yeah, and it means deep. In the context of a garage, this would be your garage which is deep down under the building, an underground parking or an underground, how do you put it?
Basement parking.
Yeah, basement parking. Basement parking. What would be the opposite of deep? Das Wasser ist sehr tief, very deep. The water is... Nee. Tell me in English. The water is
shallow.
Deep, shallow. In English, it will be shallow. The German word will be new to you. It means seicht. S-A-E-C-H-T. S-E-I-C-H-T. Seicht. Shallow. And the other option here is flach. F-L-A-C-H. So if you're talking of shallow water, auf Deutsch, da sagen wir Flachwasser. Yeah, Flachwasser. Sometimes also, depending on the context, man kann auch untief sagen. Remember we did one exercise with freundlich, unfreundlich and so on? Glück, Unglück?
Yes, sir.
So similarly here, untief is also used in certain contexts. Okay, so that's an interesting one. So tief Garage, die Garage. this word garage comes from the French. So the G here has to be pronounced as a J sound. J. Thief, garage. Don't Indianize this and call it garage. Even in English, it's pronounced with the French way. Garage. The car's in the garage.
Garage.
Okay. Please just make that andran here. Make that andran be your turn.
This is stock.
Stock, etage.
Okay.
So what is at then stock?
Yeah, at first floor, second floor, like
Genau. Ja, der Stock, die Etage.
Die Etage, der Stock. Okay.
Der Stock, also Stockwerk sagt man auch. Also wie viele Stockwerke hat das Gebäude? How many floors are there on this building? Stockwerk. Das Werk. How many levels? How many stories?
Werk is plant. Huh?
Multiple meanings. So Stockwerk. Multiple meanings with das Werk. Right? What about block? One block.
Yeah, it's block. Our like A block, B block. So Gebäude.
Yeah, but block can also be a notepad on which you jot down notes. The flip pad, that's also called a block.
Auf English or Deutsch?
Deutsch. Der Block.
Okay.
Again, double meaning. So they have one block. Is there an apartment building with many apartments in that one building?
Gebäude. Yeah.
Building is Gebäude. Das Gebäude. G-E-B-A umlaut U-D-E. G-E-B-A umlaut U-D-E. Gebäude. Das Gebäude. Gut. Aufzug.
Lift. Elevator.
Article.
Der Aufzug.
Der Aufzug und Article for lift.
Das Lift.
Right. Der Lift.
Oh.
Der Lift. Also der Lift und der Aufzug, der Lift. But there's one more very nice German word for it. Who can tell me that? One more German word for lift. Der Lift, ja. Der Aufzug, ja.
सर कुछ टूल फारा का कुछ करके है.
Sehr gut, Tiet. Der Fahrstuhl. Der Fahrstuhl. F-A-H-R-S-T-U-H-L. Der Fahrstuhl. Okay, while we're talking about to take us upstairs, what do you call an escalator? What do you call stairs?
Trepper.
Trepper. Wonderful. Sehr gut.
Die Treppe, yeah.
The trepper. Okay. When you say trepper, what is the principle of an escalator? How does it work?
Moving Treppe.
Nay, there's some system.
Moving downwards.
Rotation.
Nice.
Rotating steps.
Rotating, and it works on a principle of some
Circling.
cylinder, some pulley thing rolling like this.
Yeah. Circling, rolling.
Correct. Well done. Now combine the two words. Combine the
Roll
two
and
words.
Treppe.
Roll trepper. There you are.
Roll trepper. Okay.
Yeah, the roll trepper escalator. Right? So, see, it's so simple to increase our vocabulary like this.
Yeah.
Der Aufzug, der Lift, der Fahrstuhl. Aber die Rolltreppe. Okay, dann haben wir alles, ne? Bad, Balkon, Dusche, Küche, Mietvertrag, Quadratmeter, Schlafzimmer, Stadtmiete, Stock, Wohnblock, Wohnungszimmer. Okay. Mietvertrag,
Rental contract.
rental contract. Vasu, you must have got one. Even maybe Priyambada also. A
I
rental
have two.
contract.
I have two residents here, so I have two.
Right. So even I think Priyambada also must have got a Mietvertrag.
Yes, sir.
How many pages is it?
Ja,
Very-
mit Vertrag habe ich 7 Seiten
Ja,
und
das
mit
ist sehr kurz.
andere,
Das ist sehr
ja,
klein.
mit
Ja.
andere auch 4 Seiten.
Das ist sehr, sehr klein.
Ja,
Sehr klein. Priyambada, what is the size of your Mietvertrag?
Ich denke 5 oder 6.
5 oder 6 Seiten. Okay.
Ja. Ja.
But,
normalerweise habe ich gehört, dass
Ja.
er stellt ein bisschen bis 30 Seiten.
Stimmt, Vasu. Danke, das ist richtig. A rent contract for an apartment can go up to 30 or 40 pages. That's why I said yours is very small.
What will they write for 30 pages, sir?
Everything.
Yeah,
in that.
if I know that I am C2 certified.
Okay.
Everything possible.
Okay.
Everything under the sun is there in it. Not a
If we-
thing should be out of place.
If we read everything, we will not
Every
sign.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what is also surprising here, also information for those of you who are going to go and live there and you get such a huge novel to read, make sure you follow each and every point in that. You won't get your security deposit later back.
Okay.
No, it's something like also very stupid at times. As to what cleaning soap or things you should use to clean the wash basins and the carpets and everything. Even that is specified in that.
Oh, okay.
All kinds of rules.
Mm.
I have one copy of an old contract I translated for someone some years back. I hope it's still there. I don't remember. I normally delete everything. If I find it, I'll show it to you.
Yes, sir.
It's painful.
Mm.
We normally end up simply signing. It's like on the computer, no? The agreement with Yahoo or anything else, we simply say agreed, agreed, okay, 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 click, 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 click,
Mm.
and done. But you have to read that fine print there. So better to have a friend, a German knowing friend, who can tell you what are the tricky parts there.
Yeah.
So the one hint is before signing a contract, I made 2 other contracts.
Uh-huh.
One is Haftpflichtversicherung.
Yeah.
So whatever things I damage, my insurance company will pay.
Yeah.
Second insurance is this thing with lawyer insurance.
So one, you have to be very careful and outside of India. Let's put it that way.
Mm.
Here, many tenants and house owners, they operate on a word of mouth basis. You give your rent, there's no receipt for it. And you have to quit when the owner tells you to quit. Once notice, please go. I want my flat vacated.
In
There's
India, you're talking.
Yeah, in India, I'm talking about.
That's it. Yeah, make it very clear. In India.
Yeah, it's here. It's here. But there, make sure you get everything done on paper.
And we are also equally protected. They cannot come and say, go and vacate your home. They cannot say
Yes.
that.
Yes.
They need to give a reason for that if they are asking us to vacate. And that should be a genuine one. He cannot say, I need it for my personal use.
Yeah, in Germany on official trips, I've always stayed in official accommodation for long periods of time. So I never needed to do any of these Verträge.
Yeah.
But in the UK, I was on a rental contract, and this guy came to claim something from me, this owner. The first thing I asked him, where's the inventory? He said, what inventory? I said, it says in your contract that you will provide me an inventory. When I signed it, I had asked you, and the inventory you have not provided. He tried to bluff his way. No, I did. I said, you show me the inventory, otherwise I'm going to court, and you can't throw me out. I know my rules, I know my language, and I'll stand for myself in the court. We'll go to court, we'll meet in court. Let's sort it out there. No, I'm sorry. I said, there's no sorry here. I'll give it to you now. I said, no, it doesn't work now.
Fine, it will work from today. If you are giving it today,
Yeah,
that's all.
That's what he told him. We'll date it and sign it. And that too, you have to give me a cover letter saying you're handing it over to me today, and I'll give you an acknowledgement saying I received it today. He gave in. He said, no, let's not, let's settle it. I said, there's no settlement here. I'm sorry. So you have to be very sure about these things.
One important point I missed, sir, when I signed one contract,
Yeah.
they put an abbreviation. We should be very, very careful with abbreviations.
Yes. They love abbreviations in legal terminology.
Yeah. Okay. It's very important. I can share with you. FF dot. They put FF dot. F small f. FF.
Follow this.
Yeah. FF dot. Punct. FF punct fear number 4.
Yeah, the following point for you.
Yeah. I understood.
Okay.
Yeah. If you are violating this, point number 4 is violated. Point number 4 is invalid. That's what I read.
Yeah,
But
following. Yeah, point 4
Yeah,
following.
but what they said is after the point 4, whatever points are there, 5, 6, 7, 8, 120, 220, all are invalid.
Yeah, also FF means following
Yeah,
point 4.
I thought FFB dot fear they mentioned. I thought only the 4 is invalid. That is my German knowledge.
That's what I told you, following point 4. I've done
Yes, after
proofreading
4.
work.
4 and after 4 is invalid. So only in that contract there were some 228 points. Only point number 1, 2, 3 are valid. That's all.
Yeah.
So be very careful when they are using abbreviations, and you will find a lot of abbreviations in any contract.
Legal.
Oh, sorry, I'm deviating the topic. Sorry,
Not
sir.
at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
Not at all. That is important to understand the word Mietvertrag.
Yeah.
When we are sagen Mietvertrag, rent contract, matters closed. But that is not enough. We need to know the background of certain words and what is the deeper meaning of some nouns, not all of them. So here it is important. So that was well done, Vasu, und vielen Dank dafür. Wir haben 2 Minuten hier investiert und das ist kein Problem. So also one more small tip here. When you look up the abbreviations, they're available on the net, by the way. Please check the abbreviation. The same abbreviations can have different meanings in different topics under different heads. Yeah, so be careful. You have to check the correct abbreviation for that particular topic or theme.
Context.
Yeah, that context. Yeah. Ja, mit FF ist ganz klar. Okay, so everything else is okay here?
Ich habe ein paar Zweifel mit Artikel, aber ich weiß das Bedeutungen für alle Worte.
Gut, dann machen wir den Artikel auch.
Ja, wir machen ja.
Ja, der Aufzug.
Ja, das
Weiter.
Bad.
Das Bad. Der
Der
Balkon.
Balkon.
Ja,
Die Dusche.
Ja.
Die
Garage.
Garage.
ja,
Die Küche. Der Vertrag, Mietvertrag.
Mietvertrag.
Das Parkplatz.
Der Parkplatz.
Moment.
Der Parkplatz.
Der Parkplatz. Gut, Kushi. Ja.
Their quadrat
There.
What is a quadrat meter?
square meter.
Square
Square
meter.
meter.
Yeah, this is your dimensions, no?
Yeah.
Quadrat meter. Otherwise, we has an article, quadrat meter.
Ich denke der.
They are quadrat
Okay.
meter. Yeah,
Yeah. Das Schlafzimmer.
yeah.
D start
Die
meter.
Startmeter.
Start, sure. ST is always sure sound, please. Meter.
Sure.
Start meter. Start.
Startmeter.
Start meter.
Yeah.
And
Das Stock.
Der Stock.
Their stock.
Der Stock.
there.
Der
Their
Ah, okay.
Die Wohnblock.
Yeah. One block.
Die
Nein.
Wohnblock, die Wohnung,
Die
das sind
Wohnblock.
wir.
Nein, die ist falsch. Their one block. Their stock, their one block.
Der
Das
Die Wohnung.
Die Wohnung.
Die
Das
Wohnung.
Zimmer.
Das
Das Zimmer.
Zimmer.
Das Zimmer. Also Nomen, die mit UNG enden, sind immer feminin. Ja, dieser UNG-Suffix ist ein femininer Suffix.
Hmm.
Yeah, any noun ending with UNG, this is feminine. And ST at the beginning of a word is normally pronounced sh, tuck meter, student, sh sound. Make sure that sh is audible. Yeah. ST and SP.
Spiel.
Spät. Wie spät ist das? Spiel, Spieler, Spender. It's a sh sound clearly. Unlike English, where you have student, sir, student, aber auf Deutsch Student. Yeah, they are student. The accent is on the second half of the word. The word accent is on the second half, student. Whereas in English, it's on the first half, student. Studieren. English, study. No, study, study. Study. Studieren. Note the word, the accent on the words also. They help you build up the rhythm in speaking and also when you are reading. That rhythm gives you that language. Because if each language has got its own tone, is the stresses and non-stresses, and that makes up the language. As a simple
Tone
example,
macht the music.
the tone macht die Musik. As a simple example, what time is it now? English spoken by you and me. What time is it now? That's the normal way we would pronounce it. That's the way we would utter this. So sprechen wir, then that's ours. What time is it? You ask an Englishman whose mother tongue is English. So what time is it? You won't say what time is it. What time is it? Time is it? So the stress on that word time is important to make it sound like English. So if you speak with that right tone, the right stresses, you sound like a person whose mother tongue is English or German or whatever. And that way you will be more intelligible to the person on the other side. Because you got the pronunciation right, the rhythm right, then those people can understand you better. So we should learn that as well. We were doing a few of those things a little later. But Stadtmitte, Stadt. Okay, jetzt haben wir alle die Artikelformen und den Genus von alle diese Wörter. So we have 15 here, blanks, so that we can see the words. Okay, let's do it here. Let's see if I can blow it up slightly. Yeah. Okay. Since all the words are visible, Aufzug, Parkplatz, and so on, try doing the first 9 here. If you can, the 10th also. Yeah. Then I'll scroll down.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
9 sentences, not too difficult. Wie viel Zeit braucht ihr? How much time do you need? 2 Minuten, 2,5 Minuten, 2.5 minutes. That's
Okay.
what fast. Yeah.
Okay.
So los. Eine Minute noch. Fertig? Die Zeit ist fast Time's almost over.
Ja, ich konnte bis 7 gemacht.
Also bis 9. Dann gehe ich nach unten und wir können die anderen Wörter auch herausfinden.
Okay.
Ja, bitte.
Ja, alle?
Yeah, sir.
Also bis auf Satz Nummer 9. Habt ihr alle das gemacht?
Gemacht, sir.
Okay. So, jetzt gehe ich nach unten. So. Ich wohne im 6.
Stock.
Stock.
Und dann kommt 11 einen.
Aufzug.
Aufzug.
Ich weiß nicht. Ich warte, bis alle das fertig machen. Und dann finden wir oder sehen wir mal uns die Lösung. Okay. Any reference? Then I'll scroll up if you want any reference.
No, sir.
Okay. Ja, noch eine Minute. Und dann beginnen wir mit der Lösung. Oh, 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 oh. Ja, genau. So beginnen wir. Los jetzt, Nummer 1.
Wohnung?
Full sentence. Full sentence, no shortcuts.
Yes, sir.
Man muss auch
Paula.
ein bisschen Deutsch lesen.
Ja. Liebe Paula, endlich habe ich eine neue Wohnung.
Aha. Next person.
Vor 2 Wochen habe ich den Mietvertrag unterschrieben.
Unterschrieben.
Gut,
Good, next person.
Diese Wohnung ist wirklich perfekt für mich.
Ja,
Sie liegt sehr zentral,
ja.
direkt in der Stadtmitte.
Good, next person. Ja, Nummer 4. We'll take the next one. Come on, people. Be bold. Don't. Ja.
Das Haus ein Wohnblock aus den 60er Jahren ist von außen nicht besonders, aber meine 2 Zimmer
Mhm.
sind sehr gemütlich.
Danke. Stop. Come on, don't be afraid. Mistakes are my problem, not yours. Weiter.
Ich werde mich hier bestimmt wohlfühlen. Ich
Aha.
habe ein Wohn- und ein Schlafzimmer
Ja.
und eine Küche
Mhm.
und ein kleines Bad mit Duschen.
Danke. Somebody offered here balcony.
Ja, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. When you have, what is the verb in the sentence?
Der
Habe.
habe.
Right. So what comes after habe? Ja, Vasu, accusative. So what is the article for balcony?
Der Balkon.
Der Balkon.
But what do we have here? Ein.
Ein.
So it cannot be. If it is einen, I can put balkon.
Yes. Since it is ein, we are looking for a verb that is neuter. Yeah, a noun that is neuter. Now you can't put balcon here because balcon is masculine. And haben plus accusative. Einen balkon.
Einen.
So einen is not here. So balkon is wrong.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Weiter. Ich wohne from here. Let's start. Yeah,
Ich wohne in sechsten.
yeah, Kushi, please go on. You started first.
Yes, sir. Ich wohne im sechsten Stock, aber natürlich gibt
Stock.
es hier einen Balkon.
Aha, nein.
Sir, out.
Aufzug.
Zug.
Aufzug.
Out.
Aufzug, sir.
Aufzug ist korrekt. Ich wohne im
Okay.
6. Stock,
Aber sind
aber natürlich, why should we use Aufzug and not Balkon?
Not
And not Balkon. Einen Balkon.
Sir,
Hey,
ich habe nun stets wirklich active working.
No.
Sir, Aufzug passt besser.
No, but why? Das passt besser,
Sir,
yeah. literally.
heights की बात, sir, stock की बात हो रही है ना
Correct.
क्योंकि
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, Sexton Stockwerk, the 10th floor. So, how do you go upstairs and come downstairs every day? No? Natürlich gibt es hier einen Aufzug. There are some old buildings in Europe, in Bulgaria. Very old buildings. They still don't have a lift. They have to take the stairs. Again, this is personal experience.
But the older buildings in Bulgaria are having only some 2 or 3 floors, so it cannot be 10 floors or 15 floors.
Yeah, when you're carrying your entire clothing and whatnot in your suitcase,
Yeah.
that becomes a problem.
Yes, sir.
We had this even in Switzerland, this problem in Switzerland. So one or two of the hotels, one floor is okay, but if the hotel is 2 or 3 floors and no lift, and you're lugging your suitcase up, it's a pain. It's a pain, real pain. Coming down is okay. You can push the suitcase down the stairs, but taking it up is a problem. Yeah, escape can lift in some of these old buildings. So sometimes problems. So here when you say natürlich, and like Kushi correctly pointed out, 6th floor, it should be followed with the word lift. It makes more logical sense here. Weiter. We'll take up number 12. Paula.
Du glaubst es nicht, ich habe nun tatsächlich einen Parkplatz.
Oh, ho. Was kommt hier bei Nummer 13? Quadrat meter. Okay, so the dimensions are being given here. The area is given here. So what will you put here in number 12? That something is 6, 5 Quadratmeter.
Balkon.
Balkon is richtig.
Yeah.
Right? This, how do you put it? This concept of balcony is something on the slightly lighter side. The Germans are fairly obsessed with this. Having a house with a balcony, they're amazed. They desperately want a balcony. It's a kind of an obsession there. Wir haben auch einen Balkon, weißt du? So it's a very important concept of the balcony. And 6,5 Quadratmeter, the size of the balcony, this works out to about 6.5 into 10. 65 square feet. That's a pretty decent balcony, 65 square feet. And as it says here, ziemlich groß. Was bedeutet das Adjektiv hier ziemlich?
Quite,
Pretty
quite, quite big.
Quite,
quite.
quite big,
Mm,
or rather big, fairly big.
fairly.
Yeah, you can also use in the colloquial sense pretty big. Yes. So das ist ein Balkon, also ein Balkon und dieser Balkon beträgt amounts to 6,5 Quadratmeter. Okay, and what can you do on this balcon? Weiter, we'll take the one up to 14. Sommer.
Im Sommer würde ich da jeden Tag frühstücken, aber das
Aha.
Beste ist, ich muss nun nie weiter einen Parkplatz suchen,
Mhm.
denn ich habe einen Stellplatz in der Tiefgarage gemietet.
Ja. Weiter bis zum
Du
Ende.
musst,
Hm?
du musst mich so bald wie möglich besuchen. Viele Grüße, Marietta.
Marietta. Good. And here, this is wieder, not wider. Huh?
Wieder.
Remember that. Yeah, you said wider. IE is always E. Pronunciation is always E. Wieder. EI will be I. EI is pronounced as I. Bleiben, steigen, leiden.
Ice.
Yeah, das Ei or das Eis, das Ei, egg or protein. Depend. Eiweiß is protein. Weiss. So watch out for the spellings, please, and the pronunciation. They are not the same. Unlike English, where IE and EI both are same in English. They both pronounced as E. There's no difference there. Most of the words, even though the spelling is slightly different, there should be a difference. But they are sometimes pronounced as E in the same manner. The most common one in English is received. R-E-C-E-I is pronounced as E. Yeah, so be careful. When you take the IE again, you interchange the two alphabets. Take IE, relief. IE is E, relief. RECEI, receive. That also is E. So English is two different words, two different letter combinations, but pronunciation is the same. Whereas in German, schreiben, geschrieben. EI becomes IE. Bleiben ist geblieben. So be careful here, because the word weiter without the ER at the end, or without the R at the end, weiter is a tree. Die Weide. It's a proper noun and a name of a tree. Willow tree. It's called Weide. So we have to be careful when it comes to these pronunciations. And Weide is also in the colloquial sense is a pasture, a grazing area, meadow. Yeah, Weide, Linde or something is there in a tree. And my botany is very poor, even in German. As it is, it's poor in English also. I was more interested in zoology. Yeah, so, any questions, any doubts here?
No, sir.
Okay. So in this case, then I can avoid these exercises if you're so good.
Yeah, it seems to be so simple. So whether we have learned so much or the exercise is simple.
Yeah, you've learned it. Because there is a certain logic you people have applied. Einen, those hints you have seen in this, and you applied that logically. And like Kushi pointed out, sechsten, so it has to be Aufzug. You said einen, Balkon should be there with einen, and here it's ein, so Balkon is wrong. So you work it out yourselves. So, which is good. I really like it. Now, We have a dialogue. With the answers, you formulate the questions. Now let's see how creative and correct you can be. Hallo Jörg. Mensch, wir haben uns ja ewig nicht gesehen. Was gibt's Neues? Hallo Carla. Ach, so einiges. Ich bin gerade umgezogen. Bin umgezogen. Echt? Das ist ja toll. Erzähl mal. Frage.
Wo liegt
In order
dein, ja, wo liegt dein neue Wohnung, oder?
Ja, wo liegt deine neue Wohnung? Any other things possible?
Ich bin gerade am Wohin? Simple question. I moved. Where?
Wie findest du die neue Lage?
Wie findest du die neue Lage? Vasu, a hint for you. The question will be followed by an answer. So you have to look at the next part, the next half, in order to get this question here. Read this part here. The Lage ist optimal. And then you formulate the question, number 1. Your answer would follow a question. I stopped there. I left you the question. To formulate that, you have to go ahead.
Wo liegt wie kann wir erreichen das? Wie kann das erreichen?
Wie kann man das erreichen? You need a subject, so wie kann man das erreichen? Oder wie kann ich das erreichen?
Ja.
Ja, oder? Oder? One more thing. Ja? Kushi? Du hast auch was gesagt?
Gibt es Verkehrsmittel oder any public
öffentliche Verkehrsmittel. That's too big a word. So think of a simpler question. Wo liegt deine neue Wohnung? Wie kann ich dort erreichen?
Gibt es Bus oder?
Can you give me with this words that we did yesterday? What were the words? Where is that? Hin und her. How can you form a sentence with this?
Wie kann ich erreichen dahin?
No, with dahin you won't say erreichen. Normally you would use kommen. Wie komme ich dahin? Good, Vasu, well done. Wie komme ich dahin? How do I get there?
Okay.
Wo liegt deine neue Wohnung? Eine Möglichkeit. Wo ist die Lage? Oder wo befindet sich deine neue Wohnung? What is sich befinden?
How do you find yourself?
Oh, sich befinden is to be located.
Sich befinden.
Sich befinden. So, wo befindet sich deine neue Wohnung? Where is your new apartment located? Right? Or wie komme ich dahin? How do I reach a place? Es gibt verschiedene Möglichkeiten. So, I encourage you and say, oh, don't worry, it's very optimally located. And it's quite a place. It's also, you can reach it very quickly with a bus. Yeah, you travel by that. And the bus also is very directly opposite my house door and so on. Ja, die Lage ist optimal, direkt am Stadtrand. Was ist Stadtrand? Der Rand. Also, wie kann ich das zeigen? Have you come across this word Rand before? Der Rand? Anyone? Right? Also das hier ist der Rand hier. Hier. Das hier der Rand. So. Das hier. Das hier.
Ecke, oder?
Nein, Moment. Der
Ecke.
hier, ja. Das, nee, hier. Das ist der Rand. Also hier. Das alles ist der Rand. So. Oder was kann ich ja sagen? Okay. Das ist die Stadtmitte. Okay? Die Stadt. Das ist die Mitte, Stadtmitte, und das ist Stadtrand.
Grenze?
Outside of the state.
Ja, Jeet?
Outside of the state.
Nein.
Grenze.
Nein. Ja. Ja. Das richtige Wort. Come on, people. You're there. You are there, but not quite there.
There's something
Awesome.
related to out.
It's a border. That's what a state border.
Border of the city.
No, that's not border. That is no, it's not a border.
City limit.
But what is the correct word for it?
City limit, we say.
Out of the city.
Very close. Outskirts.
Outskirts.
City.
Yeah.
Outskirts. City outskirts. It's on right at the edge. The word run means edge.
Okay.
The
That's why I
edge of
asked.
the
Is it
city.
Ecke?
Ecke is corner.
Corner.
Ecke is corner. So it's not the corner of the city. It's right at the edge of the city. So exactly like Vasu said here, das ist richtig, where their limits will be almost ending. Just after my locality, the city limit ends or begins, depends on how you look at it. But it's within the city limit, right at the edge. That is Stadtrand. Der Rand, the edge. Or as we say, city outskirts. So die Lage ist optimal, direkt am Stadtrand. Es ist ruhiger als im Zentrum. Trotzdem, now we're coming to some interesting words here. Trotzdem ist man mit dem Bus schnell in der Innenstadt. Und hielt direkt vor meiner Haustür. Also ist der Bus. Then comes the next question. And this is the answer to that. Die Wohnung hat 52 Quadratmeter. This is about 520 square feet, 520 to 550 square feet. Yeah, about 550 square feet roughly. 10 point something it is. Square meter to square foot. Wirkt aber viel geräumiger, weil sie gut geschnitten ist. So we have here words. Raum. Come on. here Raum, and then here Schnitt. So
Yeah.
what does this mean? Geräumiger.
So
Geräumig,
it is,
that's an adjective. Yeah.
yeah, it is a size of 52 square meter,
Hmm.
but it is well spaced because of the construction. It is
Because of the
construction style or because of the utility.
right. So what does it mean here, schneiden?
Normally it is cutting, but here the meaning is
Correct. Yeah, schneiden on its own means cutting. Yeah, to cut
Cutting.
something. Yeah, to cut.
To cut.
Right. So schneiden, Schnitt, geschnitten. Yeah, the verb is schneiden, Schnitt, geschnitten. But very well done. In this context here, die Wohnung hat 52 Quadratmeter, wirkt aber viel geräumiger. So what is this verb here? Wirken.
it's valued, but it is worth.
Wirken. No,
We
not
can,
worth.
it's to wave.
Nee, that is winken. Winken, das ist wave. Hier wirken. Diese Tablette wirkt sehr gut.
Really, wirklich, wirk.
No, das ist wirklich, aber diese Tablette wirkt, also ich habe hier eine Tablette. Diese Tablette wirkt sehr gut.
It's worth.
No,
Sir, act.
act,
Act.
or it works upon.
Wow.
Yeah, to
Works.
work or have an effect or to act. So, but when you say here geräumiger, which verb will you choose? Wirken, which meaning will you choose?
Work.
Yeah, it works or it appears to be a lot
Spacious.
more spacious, a lot more roomier. You know the word Raum? They are Raum.
Space.
Room means room, sir.
Room,
Good.
Zimmer.
Raum is room. They are Raum, room. So from there, when you have this adjective räumig, roomy, that means more spacious. The word roomy, R-O-O-M-Y, is also used a lot in English. It means there's a lot of space, very roomy. So here it acts a lot roomier, that is comparative, because this Wohnung is, ja, Vasu, du hast das Wort gesagt damals.
Yeah, well
Gut
constructed.
geschnitten, well constructed. It is very well designed, very well cut, literally.
Planned.
Planned. So this architectural design, this architectural plan makes it appear a little bigger than it actually is. Und das sagt, also die Reaktion darauf hört sich toll an.
Wie groß ist es? Erste Frage. Und wie findest du oder bist du zufrieden? Oder wie zufrieden mit
Zufrieden.
zufrieden mit die Wohnung? So mit der.
Mit deiner
Mit der
Wohnung.
Wohnung.
Mit deiner Wohnung. Aha. Any other options, anyone, people?
Wie viel Geld muss man dafür bezahlen?
Nee. Here. For this question.
Second question.
Second question. Die Wohnung hat 52 Quadratmeter.
Wie groß ist es? Wie groß es ist?
Ist
Oder
es?
ist es? Wie groß ist es? Ja.
Yeah, but one minute. You said ist es, that is okay. But Wohnung is
Die Wohnung. So
Ist
die.
sie?
Ist
Ja.
sie.
Wie sie. Ja.
Ja, wie groß ist die Wohnung oder wie groß ist sie?
Sie.
Enough. That's it. Keep it simple. Und die, also Carla sagt, hört sich toll an. Hört sich toll an. And then the question follows, to which the answer is ziemlich hoch. Ich zahle jetzt fast 400 Euro.
We feel.
We casted the Mieten. Ist das hoch oder wie teuer ist es?
Okay, one option, wie teuer ist es?
Wie viel Geld muss man dafür bezahlen?
Das ist auch gut.
Als Mieter, ja.
Nee, also just leave it. Also als Mieter, you can or may not add. That's okay. Good.
Sir,
Michael? Yeah?
सर डिफरेंस जानना था एक bezahlen und zahlen में.
दोनों एक ही है. They is a transitive verb, comes with a direct object. With zahlen, you can use a preposition.
Sir, noch einmal.
Wie viel Geld musst du bezahlen als Mieter? No für. Wie viel Geld musst du als Mieter bezahlen? But if you're using zahlen, wie viel musst du für die Wohnung bezahlen?
You need to use the preposition, yeah.
Preposition. And the other alternative, Vasu, that you gave, wie
Findet oder wie hoch ist es oder wie teuer ist es?
Wie teuer ist es? Is okay. Wie hoch ist die Miete?
Ist die Miete. Ja, and ist die Wohnung.
That is the
Miete.
correct formulation. Wie hoch ist die Miete? And that corresponds directly to this. Ziemlich hoch. Ziemlich hoch. Yeah? So what is this ziemlich hoch?
Really high. Wirklich.
Really? Is it really? We did this word
Quite
ziemlich
high.
earlier.
Quite
Quite.
high.
Quite high.
Quite high.
Ja, ich zahle jetzt fast 400 Euro. Now just look at this, 400 euros for a 550 square foot flat.
So the German standard now is 12 to 13 euros per quadrat meter.
It's pretty high.
But that is a fact now.
Yeah, it is a fact. Yes, agree. Real estate is really teuer. Really teuer. And it is higher in Switzerland. Literally, you know, I'm giving you a literal example. This was right opposite the Zürcher Bahnhof am Limmat, that area near the river Limmat. I checked into a hotel. This was a few years ago. It must be even higher now. It was 100 Swiss francs, 100 Schweizer Franken.
Pro nacht.
And in the room, I could only stretch in installments. I want to stretch my hands like this, my arms. First this arm, go to this side, then stretch this arm and come back. The bed was the room, my 6-foot bed, and there was just enough space at the foot end of the bed for my suitcase. To get off the bed, one side was against the wall, the other side, there was just enough space for me to sit without hitting my knee against the wall. 100 Swiss francs. Just because I took the hotel for the simple reason it was close to the station. And the metro to the airport from there was convenient for me. I had a very uncomfortable timing of my return flight. So I thought, well, let's stay here. It will save me a lot of bother. And the rates were very high. And when I checked in other places, they were just the same. That was after my return, of course. It's expensive. So you have to work out options. Okay, the last one. Die Nebenkosten sind knapp 80 Euro. Welche Frage kann man hier stellen?
Ist es mit Nebenkosten
Hm?
oder musst
Oder,
du
stop. Oder, stop, enough.
Ah.
You don't have to go beyond that. Just leave it at oder. Mit Nebenkosten oder stop. Okay, other variations? Come on, people.
Gibt es auch die Nebenkosten?
Aha. Okay. Other options, please. Come on, this is basic German. A2. This is not even B1 or B1. This is A2. How do you form questions to statements?
musst du zusätzliche Nebenkosten bezahlen?
Ja.
Gibt
Ich
es
möchte,
Ja, Kushi.
ja, Kushi.
ja, ich möchte gern wissen, ob du auch die Nebenkosten bezahlen bezahlen musst.
Right? That's a long sentence, but yeah, it's good. Any other options, people? Come on, let's revise our old grammar. Come on. What are the possibilities? Yeah, Vasu, Surat, Andesh.
Ja, gibt es irgend zusätzlich Kosten?
Gibt es auch zusätzliche Kosten?
Zusätzliche Kosten. Okay.
Zusätzlich. Z-U-S-A Umlaut, T-Z-L-I-C-H. Additional.
Ja.
Das sind dann
Gibt
die
es.
Nebenkosten, oder? Ich zahle jetzt fast 400 Euro. Oh, ist das inklusiv Nebenkosten?
Inklusive, ja, okay.
You know the word inclusive?
Yeah.
I-N-K-L-U-S-I-V. Inclusive. Oder a simpler question, mit Nebenkosten, oder?
Ohne Nebenkosten.
Oder question mark, that's all.
That's it. Mit Nebenkosten, oder? Or wie hoch sind die Nebenkosten? Gibt es auch Nebenkosten? Like Kushi pointed out, ich möchte gerne wissen, ob du auch Nebenkosten bezahlen musst. So, or if you're using the Z, ob Sie auch Nebenkosten bezahlen müssen. This is a Carla und what's his name, York together. Du form, wie viel Nebenkosten du bezahlen musst. And Nebenkosten, I'm sure you understand.
Additional cost.
And what are these additional costs?
A lot. Example, water, maintenance of common area, gas, mule. So, yeah, so many things. It depends on the agreement.
Heating also.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I missed that. So
Yeah.
These are all extra. They're not included in the rent. So a little bit of vocabulary here. Ein bisschen Vokabular oder Wortschatz. Welche Beschreibung passt zu welchem Nomen? Miete, Kaution, Nebenkosten, Maklergebühr, Wohnungsanzeiger und Ablöse.
So, was ist Ablöse?
Eben. Ihr sagt es mir, bitte findet die Bedeutungen, die Erklärungen hier. Tell me which is which belongs where, and you have your answer. Meter. So which of these small texts, A, B, C, D, E, F?
So, F.
Yeah.
F is the meter.
So read the whole thing, please.
Ja. Die Miete, Geld, das man jeden Monat Zahlt einer Wohnung in einem Haus wohnen zu können.
Genau. So, das ist die Miete. Also diese Beschreibung ist die Definition. Sozusagen Definition. It's a definition for us. Okay? What else do you know?
So die Caution Geldbetrag.
Ja, Geldbetrag der, ja, den man als Sicherheit hinterlegen muss, wenn man meine Wohnung mietet.
Aha. Also das ist
Kaution.
Kaution.
Ja.
Die Kaution. Also wie heißt das auf Englisch? Kaution?
Caution deposit.
Caution.
Security
Caution
deposit.
money.
Or caution money or security deposit. Okay? Nebenkosten.
Das ist A.
Priyamada? Yeah, Priyamada, I think it was. Yeah, go ahead.
Die Nebenkosten, die zusätzlich zur Miete entstehen, zum Beispiel für Müllabfuhr, Wasser.
Ja, und so weiter. Genau, das ist richtig. Jetzt noch 3. Maklergebühr. Oder Wohnungsanzeiger. Nehmen wir jetzt Wohnungsanzeiger.
Take Wohnungsanzeiger, außer Test,
Ja, Oma.
man in der Zeitung drucken lässt, weil man eine Wohnung anbieten will oder sucht.
Ist richtig. So, was bedeutet Anzeige?
Advertisement.
Advertisement. So Wohnungsanzeige, ein Advertisement for an apartment. So ein kurzer Text, den man in der Zeitung drucken lässt. It's a short text that you get printed in a newspaper. Because you either want to offer an apartment or you are searching for an apartment. But what is Maklergebühr?
Brokerage.
Es gibt nur 2 Optionen.
Broker fees. Broker fees.
Sir,
Ja,
brokerage fees.
Brokerage. Okay, which one fits then? Wir haben B und C. Rest is
Ja,
all done.
Geld, das man für die Vermittlung einer Wohnung bezahlt.
Ja, Vermittlung. Was ist denn Vermittlung?
Middleman.
Give me a better word.
Coordinator.
Give me a better word.
Meditation, sir.
Mediation.
No, mediator.
But give me the word as we know it. Makler, we have
Brokerage.
brokerage. But there's another word starting with C-O-M.
Commission.
Commission. That's it. Simple meaning, commission. The word Gebühr, die Gebühren, on its own, it means fees. F-E-E, or fees. Yeah, the Gebühr is the fee that you have to pay. That is the money that you have to pay to the makler or the broker who has brought you to the apartment or flat or house. So basically commission, simple. Naturally, now we are left with Ablöse. Und das ist das hier. So, was bedeutet das hier?
Okay, so when we are hiring an apartment with inbuilt kitchen, we need to pay. Yeah. Or the previous man who leaves the house can leave the kitchen, and we can pay him.
So what would you call this? Ablöse.
Fee for the kitchen.
Fee for the kitchen. That's right. The transfer fee. Ja, so Geld, das man zum Beispiel für eine Einbauküche zahlt, die man vom vorherigen Mieter übernimmt. übernehmen, to take over. Vorherige Mieter, the previous tenant. So it's a money that is paid, for example, for a modular kitchen, built-in kitchen, which you have taken over from the earlier tenant.
It's new culture for Indians. So when you go to a home, we need to take our kitchen, everything.
Yeah, you have to, because it's like a shrunk. It's like a Godrej
Yeah,
cupboard.
they give 4 walls. That's all.
And you just plug in everything. This in-built kitchen, you just plug in into that place which is assigned for it. There's a power outlet. There is also a drainage, and there's also a water inlet. You connect everything there. It's already provided in the flat. You put your Godrej cupboard, literally like a Godrej cupboard. You open the door, you have your wash basin, your small fridge, and your heating, and everything is inside. And you just use it. It's
not
coming in
as
now.
simple. Yeah.
You have to
We
simplify
think.
it, also. Otherwise, it becomes very complex otherwise. It's like a cupboard, depending, of course, on the size of the Einbau Küche. It's normally in a hostel room, for example. It could be a very small thing, exactly like a cupboard or like a wardrobe. 3 shelves to put something. There's a hot plate. Beneath the hot plate, you have your small fridge, a couple of drawers on the left side. Then there's a small water heater to give you hot water in winter. And everything is with pipes. So inlet, water inlet into that, you use a nut and bolt or whatever and then tighten that. Then the drainage from the sink is connected to the drainage that goes outside. And there is a wall socket behind that cupboard, literally. You plug in your fridge and whatever else directly into that. And your kitchen is ready to use. Very simple. I don't know whether I can get a good picture here. I think some of the cities now have these Einbauküche. They are being sold as Einbauküche under the name German technology. Tisch and Hefele, there are 2 of them who provide these Einbauküche in India. German companies, both of them, Hettisch and then Hefele. Bengaluru, Mumbai, Hyderabad habe ich nicht gesehen und Delhi auch vielleicht. Big cities. I don't know whether it'll show me the picture that I'm looking for. I saw this Einbauküche in Germany some 40 years ago. This is like quite a big one now. See, it just fits into this place. Just fits there. A smaller one, I don't know. This is also Einbauküche, see? Like a cabinet. This is a bigger one. I don't think they'll show a small one. Yeah, Einbauküche. Available in different designs. You don't want to take it around with you. Design Einbauküche, moderne Einbauküche. All models, all varieties. It doesn't come with a flat like Vasu told us just now. What we are becoming is ein leeres Haus. Total leer.
Not even bulb.
Yeah.
So first day when you are going, you need to go with your light, with your bulb.
Also 4 Wände und ein Dach.
That's all. A door with big lock.
That's it. Everything you have to do up yourself. Auch die Einrichtungen. Also die Wohnung muss man selbst einrichten. Was ist einrichten?
Einbauen oder einrichten oder erstellen.
Yeah, einrichten is to furnish.
Yeah.
You furnish it yourself. Right, so this is that Einbauküche. And this Ablöse, I shift house, I leave my Küche there. So the new tenant who moves in, I take money from that person.
If he agrees, if he wishes. Normally they agree.
Normally they do, because it saves them a lot of bother. No?
That's right. But if he is coming with his own kitchen, then he'll say, no, you vacate.
Yeah, in that case, then I have a problem with paying transportation charges.
Yes. I had both the experiences.
That's why I say. Okay. Now, people, what can you combine here? Also, hier gibt es Verben und hier gibt es Nomen. So, was kann man alles kombinieren? Und bitte aufpassen, es gibt mehrere Möglichkeiten. There are multiple possibilities. Also mehr als ein Verb kann man hier einsetzen. So, Hausordnung einhalten. Okay.
Meter bezahlen.
Okay. Ja. Noch etwas? Mieter bezahlen, Mieter. Gibt es andere Möglichkeiten auch, Kushi?
Erhöhen.
Erhöhen geht, ja, richtig.
Was bedeutet erhöhen?
To increase.
But
Hoch,
erhöhen, yeah, then
to raise
Umzug.
to raise the rent, to increase the rent, to
Then,
lift
yeah, okay.
up the rent.
Dann it's benutzt, ja, Umzug.
Ja, Moment, Mieter, noch eins vielleicht, Kushi? Noch ein Wort.
Überweisen.
Überweisen.
So bedeutung.
Überweisen.
Transfer.
Ja.
Transfer.
Überweisen, also durch die Bank das Geld zahlen. Überweisen, to transfer money. So Mieter überweisen, Mieter bezahlen, Mieter erhöhen. Okay, was noch? Welche andere Möglichkeiten gibt es? Mietvertrag.
Unterschreiben.
Unterschreiben. Noch etwas?
Organisieren.
Nein. Nein. Wohnung.
Renovieren.
Ja.
Organisieren.
Nein.
Nein,
Wohnung
nein.
organisiert man nicht. Nein. Renovieren. Okay, lassen wir das so. Mindestens eins müssen wir finden. At least one we should find for every one of them. There are other possibilities, but minimum one we should find. Umzug.
Erhöhen. Und
Nein, erhöhen ist falsch. Was ist Umzug?
Relocation.
Relocation. So what verb
Anzug.
fits
Okay. Sorry, I thought Anzug. Okay.
Anzug ist so.
Aufzug. Ja. So, Umzug.
Bütragen.
Aufgeben.
Überweisung.
Tragen.
Nein. Shifting of your house.
Aufgeben.
Organisieren.
Yeah.
You have to organize the shifting, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you're moving house from one place to another, relocating, you have to organize that. Moving from one place to another. Alles einpacken lassen, transportieren und dann auspacken lassen. Also man muss das alles organisieren. What about Nebenkosten?
Bezahlen.
Erhöhen.
Bezahlen. Okay.
Überweisen.
Wohngemeinschaft.
Und Gemeinschaft organisieren. Renovieren.
More than that, a better word. No, you can't
Unterschreiben.
renovate. No.
Unterschreiben.
Nine. Was ist denn Wohngemeinschaft?
WG. It is a shared apartment.
So shared apartment.
So we have to sign
Right.
now, sir.
No. That's amongst you yourselves.
Grunden.
Gemeinschaft you don't sign. Gemeinschaft you don't. You Vertrag is signed. Gründen is
So
wichtig. Was bedeutet das Wort hier? Gründen.
to build.
Give me a better word.
Nein.
Ja, ich brauche ein anderes Wort.
Reason.
To found it on something.
To establish or to establish, to put
Founded.
together. Yeah, to establish, literally, to ground, to find, to how do you put it? To set up. Danke. Das kann man machen.
Sagen.
Gründen. Okay. What about Maklerin oder Makler?
The broker.
Welches Verb? Welches?
Bezahlen.
Beauftragen.
Ja.
Aber ich weiß es nicht.
Was ist Beauftragt?
To assign someone.
Ja, es ist meine Frage.
Einen Makler oder eine Maklerin beauftragt.
Assigned.
In what sense? Ich hier ein Beispiel, damit die anderen das auch verstehen.
So for a particular work, someone is assigned.
Ja, also ich beauftrage einen Makler, eine Wohnung für mich zu finden. I asked a broker, I assigned the job to a broker to find an apartment for me. So beauftragen ist richtig.
Engaged.
Ja, das geht schon.
Okay.
Yeah, I give him this job, they give him the assignment. The word is Auftrag, der Auftrag is an assignment. Ich habe den Auftrag bekommen, bis morgen ein Projekt zu Ende zu bringen. I've got this assignment of completing this project by tomorrow. That is that Auftrag, and from there the verb beauftragen. Kaution.
Aufgeben.
No. Kaution ist auch
Bezahlen.
Bezahlen.
Sir, überweisen.
Überweisen auch. Das ist gut, sehr gut. What is Anzeige?
Show.
Verb.
Show. Merkler.
Ich brauche das Verb jetzt.
Advertisement, sir. Advertisement.
Advertisement.
Ja, Jeet?
Advertisement.
Ja, but mit welchem Verb kommt now das Nomen hier?
Organisieren.
Nein. You don't organize an advertisement. Come on.
Yeah, what are the things I need to publish?
That's preset. You don't organize an advertisement.
Unterschreiben.
No, you don't sign an advertisement.
Sir, aufgeben, spend करना.
Aufgeben ist wichtig. Was bedeutet hier Anzeige aufgeben?
Aufgeben is
Aufgeben
giving
is
out.
to spend.
Give up.
Give up.
No, that's
Give
one
up.
meaning, but with Anzeige the meaning changes. All of you are operating under only that one meaning stuff. Don't do that. A word can have multiple meanings in varying extents. So Anzeige aufgeben. I think Jeet got it right.
We
Jeet?
can post advertisements, sir.
Yes,
Posting
sir. To spend.
To send.
To send or post.
Spend.
No, no. Yeah, Uma?
To post advertisement, sir.
No. To submit an advertisement, to give it to a newspaper.
Submit. Okay.
That is aufgeben. So, for example, if I give you an assignment, please do this homework. So, ihr müsst alle bis Samstag ihre Aufgaben aufgeben, ihre Handout, ihre Übungen aufgeben. You have to submit them. So, in this context, it means to hand in. To hand in this in an office, aufgeben. Please remember, don't try to use a one word, one meaning concept. It works with a few verbs, but not. Renovieren ist immer renovieren. Organisieren ist organisieren. But then again, was kann man organisieren? That we have to. Right? So be careful with the meanings. Don't stick to only one meaning. It will have multiple meanings, and that is where our skill lies. How do I use this verb with a different meaning in a different context? And that is what is vocabulary building. Okay, so jetzt. Oh, shown sight. My God. Today, so quickly, time has passed. You people are getting better. You are getting better. I have to now think of some challenging exercises for you. That will give me some time and space to do yoga. Okay, shall we stop here?
Yeah.
I just want to give you a small tip for you to work on. So, Hauser, nothing great. Whenever you have a trend bar as well, an, auf, aus, ein, for, hin, her, whenever there is a prefix which you know is separable, trend bar, then that prefix is what is stressed when you pronounce the verb. Ansehen and not ansehen. So in that particular word, the accent is on the first syllable or the prefix itself. Ansehen.
Aufräumen.
Aufräumen. Ausziehen. Do it in a slightly exaggerated manner so that we remember that it is a separable prefix. Because there are certain verbs which can be both separable or non-separable. And a mispronunciation will convey the wrong meaning. So this part is clear. Ansehen is stressed. What about this one here? It's just beginnen or a beginnen?
Beginnen.
Beginnen.
Beginnen? Where is the what accent? Wo liegt der what accent?
Be. It
Nein.
should be beginnen, sir. Beginnen.
Nein, not beginnen. It's beginnen. The stress
Beginnen.
will be here in the middle.
Ga. Okay.
Here. And what about the next one? It says bezahlen.
Bezahlen.
Yeah. So
Bezahlen.
bezahlen.
Okay.
It's here. What about this one? Entscheiden or entscheiden?
Entscheiden.
Nine. The stress is again on the second one. It's here. Entscheiden.
But this is Strenbar is
Is this Strenbar?
Oh, yes.
Think of Entschuldigen. Is it Entschuldigen or Entschuldigen?
Yeah, it's my mistake, sir. Sorry.
Yeah. Think of another word. It's no, not at all. It's a not a word.
Yeah.
Nicht
Yes.
So we still here. Erzählen or erzählen?
Bezahlen. Zahlen.
Erzählen. Block, ne?
Zählen. Oh, okay.
Erzählen. Und hier?
Verstehen. Stehen.
Is richtig. Verstehen. The stress is on the second part, not on the prefix, but the second part. And if you can get this right, your German accent, your German pronunciation has come a long way. So wir üben das, wenn beim Lesen in der Zukunft. When you're reading a text, we'll make sure that we got our accent. Ich bezahle die Miete. Bezahl doch endlich. Ich mag es, Wohnungen anzusehen, not anzusehen, sondern anzusehen. So we must learn to put the what accent correctly. So ab jetzt sehen wir uns auch, also achten wir uns auch darauf, dass wir den What-Akzent richtig einsetzen. So any text that we read from now on, that's why I didn't insist very much on the word accent earlier, just improved your pronunciation, but not the what accent. For example, if you take the text that we had earlier, any one of them, so, well, here. Ja. Der eine hat einen großen Traum, der nächste vielleicht mehrere kleine. Erfolgreich sein als Sängerin. Einmal die Nummer 1 in den Charts und Millionen. Millionen, not Millionen, Millionen. Das ist gut. So you get that rhythm, Deutsch is perfect.
Sir, I need to leave. Before leaving, I would like to have this clarification question. So tomorrow we have class or pause?
Yeah, I didn't told you, but weekends I have different plans, sir. So weekdays classes is lesser for me.
So wir bleiben dabei momentan. Also?
Yes, sir.
Wir bleiben dabei. Wir haben Unterricht morgen dann.
Is it only for this weekend or every weekend, Uma?
No, that's
Yeah,
right.
every weekend.
Let's
I'm also working, so I have only weekends to spend time with them.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fine. Okay. Mir ist es egal, so wir bleiben dabei. Wir bleiben dabei.
Okay, then
Don't
we'll
worry,
meet tomorrow.
we'll work out some other via media. Das können wir auch machen. Wir können das ausmachen. Irgendwie ausmachen.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
So,
Bye. See you
we
tomorrow.
meet up tomorrow then. Ja, tschüss. Alles Gute.
Danke, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen, Sir.
Bis morgen, Sir. Danke.
Danke, Sir. Bis morgen, Sir.
Bis
Danke.
morgen.